Good morning. This is Marcus Solar over at Insurance Agency Marketing Services. Thank you for joining us this morning. We have the pleasure of having one of our strategic partners on with us this morning, Nassau Re and Jake Quagliaroli, to share their portfolio of products. As we all know, the industry as a whole, or the marketplace as a whole, is down this year. That brings to the forefront some of the products or solutions that Nassau offers with the Income Today and Income Tomorrow riders, which we'll be focused on today, which offers either the 30% day one income bonus, which helps your clients recover some of those market losses and get them back to where they want to be as far as their income, or the Income Tomorrow at 14% a year for up to 10 years of deferral growth, which again, in tune, helps them achieve their financial goals and income goals later in life. Again, we do appreciate you taking time to listen to us this morning. Wanted to cover some of insurance agency marketing value adds before we get started. But again, want to thank Jake for taking some time out. NASA has been a premier partner of insurance agency marketing for several years now. We certainly do appreciate the partnership there and look forward to covering some key points with that carrier today. They are also running a comp special, which I won't cover all the details, but I'll let Jake get into a little bit later today, which will help you build some additional revenue through the rest of the summer months for maybe some marketing budget for your end run in 2022. With that in mind, we do have the new producer or builder program here at Insurance Agency Marketing Services. It is a way for you to build your practice, a way for us to say thank you and welcome aboard. It is good for the first 6 months that you are on board with us. It is good for any fixed index annuity business or single premium life business. Anything from the $100,000 level in paid production, you can choose either $750 in cash back or the 1,500 piece postcard mailing to help keep your pipeline full of prospects to see, all the way to the $1 million level. We can help you with some core story brand builder, get published in major news outlets like ABC, Fox News, NBC, any of the major news outlets that way. Or we can help you with some preset, pre-qualified appointments, 8 to 10 of them, to keep your pipeline full of people to see, with some support from Insurance Agency Marketing Service, so we can take some of that back office support off your table so you can continue to do what you do best, which is stay in front of prospects and clients alike. Again, for a way for us to say thank you and welcome aboard. We look forward to many years of a great partnership. We also have the IAMS Business Builders, a way to increase your capital. Not only do we help you from a referral producer program, but we also help you from a marketing reimbursement program. We pay you $100 in marketing reimbursement for every 100,000 in indexed annuity premium, $200 for every 100,000 in single premium life, and $200 for every 10,000 in premium life target. Another way to help offset those expenditures within your practice, as we know that it is very expensive to run your practice, and we want to help offset those costs on an ongoing basis. We do offer some of the, I believe, the best back office support, saving you time and money. We want you to work smarter, really not harder, from an overall standpoint in your business. We have some of the best life annuity directors and annuity and life directors here at Insurance Agency Marketing Services. We can help you with quote, case design, coaching, paperless contracting from our contracting department. We have forms at your fingertips and case design expertise as well. So we want to do everything behind the scenes for you, so that you can, like I said, stay in front of your prospects and clients and do what you do best. With that in mind, we do have the Firelight application process. It is an electronic application process which eliminates a lot of the errors, eliminates you from going back to the clients to get corrections or initials on applications or paper applications. It streamlines the process, which gets the policy back in your client's hands much quicker, and gets you paid on business much quicker. Here is a list of all the different carriers that we do have on our Firelight e-application process, which is available to you out on our website. NASA is one of the participants within that program. They do have all of their annuities tied to that Firelight system. If you have any questions on this, you can either reach out to any of the annuity directors here at Insurance Agency Marketing Services at the number below, or reach out to Miss Amber Williams, who is in charge of our annuity and new business area here at Insurance Agency Marketing, and she will be able to answer any questions on that for you as well. We do have one of the best creative marketing solutions department. They meet you where you are and help you achieve that next level, no matter where you are, whether you're just getting into the business or have been in business for 5 or 10 years or longer. If you're just looking to get into the business and need help with a business logo, a website, letterhead, we can meet you there and help create that presence for you. Or if you've been in the business many years, you want help with social media, you want to do some green screen advertising, well, we can certainly help you from that standpoint as well to achieve the next level of your practice or avenue that you want to do some advertising and to get that competitive advantage in your own backyard. If you have any questions on what we can do for you from a marketing standpoint, please give our office a call. You can talk to any of the annuity directors or life directors here in the office at 800-255-5055. We'd love to partner up with you, see what we can do to earn your business and help you from a marketing standpoint. Curtis Hawks is in charge of that department. If you'd like to talk to him directly, he would be more than happy to answer any questions for you with regards to that department. We also offer the IMS website outside of office hours. One thing I do want to touch on is we do have the 2-ring challenge during business office hours. It has been put into place by Steve Murray, our president. We do understand that if it wasn't for you in the field, it wouldn't be for us here in the office. So we do answer every phone call live, and we do make a promise to the field that we do answer that call within 2 rings coming into the office, because we do understand that your time is important, and we want to be there within 2 rings to answer any questions you might have when you do call into the office. Outside of business office, we do offer the IMS website that is there to assist you 24/7 on the weekends and after business hours. We do have the annuity grid out there, life insurance, long-term care product grids, gives you rates. We have annuity quotes for income quotes out there, industry links, forms online. And one thing I would like to point out, if you've not visited yet, please go out and check out our new producer solution sales resource library out on our website. It does include a lot of presentation materials. So if you are short a presentation for an upcoming client meeting, it does list out probably 40 or 50 different presentation pieces for you to take a look at. You can customize these out on our website, so you are good to go for that next client meeting. If you have any questions on the website, please feel free to give us a call here in the office, and we'll be more than happy to answer anything for you with regards to the IMS website. We have brought on board IMS Wealth Management for all of you that are considering taking a look at getting your Series 65 to not only strengthen those client relationships, but improve that client retention, increase revenue in your practice so you're not losing that business to somebody down the street. Please give our office a call. IMS Wealth Management will be able to answer any questions that you might have with regards to acquiring that Series 65 license. If you have any questions on that, you can either reach out to Mike Hansen or Charles Herring Jr. here at the office at 800-255-5055. They would be more than happy to answer any questions with regards to the Series 65 and what they can do to assist you in getting access to that additional license, so you don't run the risk of losing those clients to an advisor down the street. We are offering our Life and Annuity Academy. We do have one coming up here in September. It is going to be held here at Insurance Agency Marketing Services. It is a 2-day event. It typically is sponsored or co-sponsored by insurance carriers. This one is going to be co-sponsored by American National and Lincoln Financial here in Omaha. We are going to be bringing in 4 or 5 of our top $1 million producers, not only to share what they're doing from a prospecting standpoint, but also from a sales standpoint, their entire sales strategy, how they keep in contact with their clients, what they see as hurdles within their practice, how they overcome those hurdles. There's really not going to be any topic that is not going to be untouched at this meeting. So if you want to learn from the best of the best, please give our office a call and let us know that you'd like to be considered for this up and coming event here in September. It's going to be the 14th through the 16th. There is going to be no cost to the advisor themselves. What we're looking for is advisors that are currently licensed and currently writing through our agency and active. We're going to be covering large life case marketing. We're going to be talking about Retirement Analyzer, the retirement income planning software that we offer to our advisors. We're going to be talking about software tools for sales, wealth transfer tools. It is an action-packed 2.5 days here, and you'll be able to meet the staff here at Insurance Agency Marketing, since it will be held here in our offices in Omaha. So if you do have any questions on our Life and Annuity Academy 2-day producer training coming up here in September, please give a call here at the number listed below, and any of the annuity directors will be able to answer any questions for you with regards to that event. If you have any questions on that, please give me a call after the webinar this morning, and I'll be able to answer that for you. But at this point in time, what I'd like to do is go ahead and turn it over to Jake, one of our premier partners here at Insurance Agency Marketing Services. NASA has brought to the table an elite line of products, not only from a income standpoint with the personal income annuity and personal protection choice, but also the growth annuity, which is a newer product that they introduced a couple of years ago that is taking the industry by storm. And now their multi-year guarantee annuity is one of the top products in the industry right now as far as rate guarantee. I'll let him cover the new rates that were just rolled out on their 5-year MIGA. Which is important as we get into the fall months, September and October being the second largest CD renewal month of the year. And banks cannot compete with the rates that we have out there in our market space right now. So it's going to be a great fall, I think, for our advisors from a MIGA standpoint. But again, Jake, I do appreciate you taking time to talk with us this morning. Now, one thing I'd like to touch before I turn it over to Jake is if you do have any questions as we go through this morning, please go ahead and list your questions down below. We will try to cover those as we go through the presentation this morning. So, Jake, I do appreciate it, and I'll turn it over to you this morning.
Awesome, Marcus. Well, thank you for the introduction. Thank you, obviously, for your partnership and waving the Nassau flag. And I want to thank each and every one of you on the call today for taking time out of your schedule. As excuse me, as Marcus mentioned, this is in my opinion, sort of a groundbreaking time in the industry. It's really been since 07, 08, where we've had an environment to capture as many opportunities as we have right now on the fixed annuity side of things. And we're going to talk a little bit about the marketplace today, and we're going to sort of reposition how and when some of the Nassau products came into the marketplace. And obviously I'm going to take some time to talk through the products, but I really want to show you ways that you can position alternative income strategies, that you can position the strength of the Nassau portfolio to really, again, help you capture more sales, and more importantly, help you ensure the lifestyle your clients and prospects that you're working with want to live throughout their retirement days. Marcus mentioned several different enhancements that we've made at Nassau. We are going to hit on those as well. Actually, earlier this week, we had a couple great announcements that we went live with. Really excited to bring them to the field with you. Before we get into the meat and potatoes of the presentation, though, I want to talk a little bit about who Nassau is. You see, we're a New York and Connecticut domiciled company. You see our home office right there, downtown Hartford, Connecticut, in the boat building. But when I talk a little bit about Nassau, I use the phrase often, strength in numbers. And I don't want to get too caught up in sort of the weeds of Nassau as a whole. But when you think about making a recommendation of a product, when you make that recommendation, one of the things in the back of your mind is when I make this recommendation of the benefits or whatever we're trying to accomplish, I want to have confidence to know that at my client's time of needs, I know those benefits are going to be there. And that's why I like to say strength in numbers. You look at Nassau, we have been in business since 1851. This is our 171st year in business, or as we like to say, keeping promises to policyholders for over 170 years. Strength in numbers, over 400,000 policies in force, 20 billion in assets under management. But most importantly, when we talk about strength in numbers, I really point to that solvency ratio. Today, if you look at Nassau, one of the top in the industry, a solvency ratio of 106%. And what that means is for every dollar of liabilities on Nassau's book, we have over $1.06 in assets. That puts us up with above some of the most top-rated companies in the industry. And we've seen that from a rating standpoint. You see on the lower half of the screen, actually Nassau has received 2 AM Best upgrades in the last 3 years. So we're going to continue to work hard to deliver promises to your policyholders for another 170 plus years. Let's continue to talk a little bit about the strength in Nassau as we continue to try and put more efficiencies back into your business. Or as I like to say again, strength in numbers. The more policyholders, the more prospects you're able to sit down with and connect with, the better opportunity for more sales on your end. One of the great things we launched back in 2021 was what we call our Suitability Instant Decision Guarantee tool. Think of this as sort of a green light, yellow light. You're gathering through the fact find information that you're going to put on the application. In advance of our e-app that's out on Firelight, you're going to input 3 to 5 minutes of information that you would be putting on the suitability form anyways. You go through this process, and over 75% of applications receive an auto green light, meaning that case has already been approved. For the other 23, 24% that don't get that green light, it doesn't mean that the case is going to be declined. It just means that one of our suitability analysts is going to put their own eyes on it because there's something in terms of the data that's been inputted that doesn't align with the algorithms. Long and short, my suitability decline rate is at less than 1.5% on a monthly basis. So business coming into Nassau, you understanding and seeing the value of the Nassau portfolio, presenting that to the clients, that business is getting issued, it's moving through our system, and your policyholder, your prospect, your client is getting those benefits approved to them and back to you, and you're getting paid quicker. One of the other great popular value add programs we have, but on the producer side, is our Nassau Elite program. Marcus mentioned it multiple times. We have a great, very strong back and forth relationship with insurance agency marketing in Nassau. For choosing to do your business with Nassau through insurance agency marketing, all FIA premium you submit qualifies you for our very attainable, very popular agent value add program. 2022 qualification is $1.75 million in FIA sales. For achieving $1.75 million in calendar year FIA sales, first benefit you're going to receive is a compensation bonus. Your first year qualifying, you'll receive a 50 basis point bonus retro to $1 on your entire block of sales for that year. Every consecutive year thereafter qualifying, we increase that bonus up to 75 basis points. So year in and year out, you have the ability to earn up to an additional 75 basis points in compensation as part of our Nassau Elite program. From there, you're going to receive elite level service. And what I mean by that is you will have a dedicated new business and post-service case manager. And to me, again, how I see that being used is the producers that I work with, again, putting efficiencies back into your business. I'd love to say when you work with Nassau, you're never going to have an issue on the operational side of things. We all know, though, that's probably not going to be the case. From time to time, things fall through the crack. Wouldn't it be great to know that you have one specific person inside of Nassau that you could reach out to, whether that be pre-issue or post-issue, that you could express that concern, they could go to work for you, and then circle back at the end of the day and let you know that that situation's been resolved. Not only do you get compensation enhancements, you get concierge service, if you will. For being one of our top 50 producers, you and a guest will join 49 other qualifiers. In 2023, we'll be at the Cove in the Bahamas. A great way for you to meet the Nassau leadership team. Spend time with other top producers, kick back and enjoy the successes of what has been hopefully a very, very successful year for you. And do it all on Nassau's dime, where we entertain you at one of the top locations down there in the Bahamas. And you think top 50, is that even attainable? I will let you know in 2021, our number 50 producer did just short of $2 million in production. So a very attainable, strong agent value add program that you have with Nassau Elite, something that's available to you through insurance agency marketing and working with Nassau with insurance agency marketing. In addition to that, we launched our summer compensation special. This is all product, all state, all case sizes. Every FIA piece of business that you submit through September 2nd, you'll earn an additional 50 basis points in compensation. Every multi-year guaranteed annuity piece of business through September 2nd will receive an additional 15 basis points in compensation. Again, all product, all state, all case sizes will take part in this compensation bonus that pays as part of your normal compensation. You don't have to wait to the end of the program in order to receive this additional comp. You're going to receive it when you get paid on a daily basis as that business goes issued with Nassau. Let's begin the transition, though. Let's start talking about the opportunity that we have in front of us. You saw Marcus talk about all the great opportunities and many different things that insurance agency marketing brings to the table to help you grow your practice. One of the best resources that we have at Nassau is a podcast called That Annuity Show. Just recently, we did one with our Chief Investment Officer. And throughout this presentation, he talks about concerns with rising interest rates, early warning signs of recession, inflation, impact on retirement income. And we've broken that down into bite-sized sort of translatable pieces that you can use as a resource when you're sitting down with a client. You can use to just listen and get a better understanding of the environment that we're in today and how the Nassau portfolio can help address these concerns. If you haven't had a chance to listen, feel free to jump out again. It's That Annuity Show, a great way to stay on top of some industry trends and continue to educate yourself to help ensure, again, the lifestyle clients want to live throughout their retirement days. And we talk about the environment we're in today. Market correction, potential, obviously inflation on the rise, rising costs of living. We see a lot of similarities to back in the 2007-2008 timeframe. And the flagship number one selling product inside the Nassau portfolio, the Nassau Personal Income Annuity, was a product that was developed and built during that timeframe. And we're going to run through the strength of that contract. But what we're seeing right now with all the uncertainty that's out there, the opportunities that are there, and we'll run through them as we continue to go through the product. Nassau Personal Income Annuity, a product designed to be an industry leader in guaranteed lifetime income, is really in the prime of opportunities right now to help, again, close that income gap a client might have. Take that uncertainty off the table. Let that client really focus on the guarantees and the strength of the product. But we also understand that not every scenario is going to be just a pure income play. Maybe that client still has income concerns that they need to address, but they also have long-term care, critical care type concerns. They have legacy concerns, wanting or hoping to be able to pass on additional assets to charity, children, grandchildren, whoever it may be, but they don't have the assets or the health to qualify or afford products that provide those types of benefits. The Nassau Personal Protection Choice is a multi-general or sort of multi-benefit, I like to call sort of the Swiss Army knife of products, a product that's going to cover several different risks and concerns. Do it all inside of one product with one premium and no underwriting that you're typically used to, with products, again, that provide those types of benefits. Last but not least, when you think about the environment that we're in today, there's still a lot of consumers that are concerned or looking for maximum growth. But market volatility, uncertainty out there has really got them questioning what the appropriate avenue is. We have a very strong accumulation product with the Nassau Growth Annuity, as well as our Nassau Multi-Year Guaranteed Annuity portfolio with some of the top rates in the industry today. So when you put it all together, yes, inflation is a concern. Rising costs of living, market volatility, recession, all those types of scenarios or issues are concerns that probably most clients approaching retirement, just in retirement, are really sweating day in and day out. You've got a comprehensive, complete portfolio, depending on which concerns those clients express the most concern with, to really put together a successful retirement plan. Or as I like to say, it gives you a four-corner attack with the Nassau portfolio to address those risks and concerns. And we're going to start first on the accumulation side of things. Marcus mentioned it. We have some of the top multi-year guaranteed annuity rates in the industry today. With the Nassau portfolio, we have two different MYGA products. A 4- and 6-year product called our Simple Annuity, which comes with a built-in 5% withdrawal rate and a contract that's going to pay full account value at death. You can see our 4-year product has a very strong, I believe, top in the industry today, 4.35% guaranteed rate. That 6-year contract is currently offering a 4.55% rate. And then with our 5- and 7-year contract, the Nassau My Annuity 5X or 7X, you have the opportunity to really customize the product depending on what that client is looking for. So we have a base top rate, if you will, which allows that client access to RMDs only. There is no additional penalty-free withdrawal inside of the contract. But you can see very strong rates of 4.55 up to 4.65% depending on contract duration. If that client needs a little bit more liquidity, so we're going to elect a 10% penalty-free withdrawal, you can see you still have a very strong 4.35 or 4.45% rate guaranteed for the duration of the contract. Leverage the strength of the Nassau Multi-Year Guaranteed Annuity portfolio. There's a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot of risk out there in terms of, again, what we're talking about from an industry perspective. Here's a way we can, again, ensure some form of growth to a client over the next 4 to 7 years. But let's say that client isn't looking at multi-year guaranteed annuity contract, or they're looking for a little bit something different from a benefit standpoint. I already talked about that when Nassau Personal Income Annuity was developed, back in 2007, 2008. It was designed to put in guarantees, to put in peace of mind, predictability. And we're seeing the growth in this product, or I'll say growth, but we're seeing increased level of sales right now with everything that we've experienced over the last 2.5 years. Nassau Personal Income Annuity, like the name of the product says, is a contract that was designed to be an industry leader in terms of providing guaranteed lifetime income. You see high-level product we issue through the max issue age of 80 up to $1 million without prior home office approval. When you look at the strength of this contract, though, it's really, or the sizzle of this contract, it's taking a bucket of assets, and again, it's providing predictability and guarantees. You're sitting down with a client today. They have a bucket of assets that's earmarked to supplement Social Security. A bucket of assets that they know, that client, that prospect knows, needs to help provide an income stream that they can never outlive. Cover those fixed expenses that client might have throughout their retirement days. The only question you have to ask once you've addressed that concern or uncovered that concern is when. When are we making that transition to the distribution phase? If it's within the first 3 years after issue, we're going to elect the Income Today rider. A rider that's going to give your client an immediate 30% bonus to their income account. Let's look at it from a numerical standpoint. You have a bucket of assets, $100,000. What we need to do is create an income stream for your client that they can never outlive. You drop that into the personal income annuity, elect the Income Today rider, that $100,000 is immediately $130,000 from an income perspective. That client, through the Nassau Personal Income Annuity, has the ability to activate that income stream as soon as 30 days after issue. So we can take that asset, we can take that premium, provide the predictability of a guaranteed lifetime income stream they can never outlive with the strength of a 30% bonus right off the bat. But that client defers 1 year. At the end of the first contract anniversary or 12th month, they have not activated that guaranteed lifetime income rider, Nassau is going to add another 7.5% bonus. And then at the end of the second anniversary or 24th month, we had another 7.5% bonus, giving that client a full up to 45% bonus to their income account. Maybe that client's time horizon is a little bit longer, so they're thinking 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10 years down the road. But they're concerned again about this asset needing to provide an income stream that they can never outlive. They're concerned about market volatility and the ups and the downs, and potentially, starting to withdraw income on a down market, which is going to significantly reduce or impact the income they're able to receive. We're going to think in that scenario, instead of getting the big upfront bonus with today, because we have a little bit longer deferral, we're going to elect the tomorrow rider, where we're going to grow that client's income account at a guaranteed 14% simple per year for up to 10 years or until they turn on that rider, whichever comes first. Now, how are advisors positioning this today? Again, think about the markets. S&P, Nasdaq, open markets down 15, 20, 25% right now from their highs. What if you had the ability to offset that asset with a 30% bonus at issue from an income perspective to your client? For a client that is approaching or just in retirement, there's going to be, again, that predictability, that peace of mind that they're going to have with the Nassau Income Today, Income Tomorrow rider. And again, when you look at when this product was developed, the way these riders were built out, the environment in the marketplace that we're in today is identical to when this contract was an industry-leading guaranteed lifetime income seller in the marketplace. And I'm going to take it one step further. And I don't want to beat a dead horse. We all know the importance of sequence of returns. We all know the importance of not withdrawing income from an asset that's decreasing in value. That's going to deplete that asset substantially faster. It's going to make it significantly harder to offset or recover any withdrawal that comes out. And if you look at the sequence of returns piece, here we have a 4-year sort of crediting cycle. 27% annual growth, 9%, 7%, and a negative 15. And in the illustration you see on the screen in front of you, the first 3 years of the returns are all the positives, followed by that negative return. And then we repeat that cycle every 4 years. Clients withdrawing 5% or $50,000 off the initial premium. You can see that's going to continue to provide income for a substantial amount of time for that client, while they still also have a pretty substantial account value to pass on as potentially legacy concerns or take additional withdrawals. But if we just flip that cycle and we have the negative 15% decrease in year 1, followed by those 3 positive years, so still the same average annual return. Look at the impact to income. 13-year difference in terms of when that asset will deplete. Nassau Personal Income Annuity can take all those questions off the table. Not only do they take all those questions off the table, we have the opportunity to provide an industry-leading up to 45% bonus to help a client offset any potential losses they've recently experienced, or a 14% simple roll-up with the Tomorrow rider to help provide predictability in a very uncertain, unstable marketplace. One of the great things the team at Insurance Agency Marketing, Marcus, the entire team there can do is, and the feedback that we get is our illustration very, very consumer friendly. You see it on the screen in front of you. It's a 1-page side-by-side comparison of income today, income tomorrow. It's not a 15-page illustration where you've got to read hieroglyphics to try and get that client to understand. And to me, most importantly, every number on that illustration is going to be guaranteed based on, again, the industry-leading benefit-based bonus and roll-up that we have with the Tomorrow rider. Now, if you've seen me present in the past, you've seen a couple of these sales strategies. And I continue to show them Because roughly, I would say 75 to 80% of the producers that I work with, when they're selling an income sale, when they're selling the value of what personal income annuity can provide in today's marketplace, they're selling the product this way. And we start by saying, look at overall industry standards. It says if you take your retirement savings and you withdraw anywhere from 2.5% to 4%, there's a good chance that you're going to have enough money to live throughout your retirement days. We know these numbers, these success rates, if you will, are decreasing day in and each and every day that we continue to move forward because of market volatility, because of the market environment that we're in. With personal income annuity, we can take a $100,000 premium for a client and guarantee with a 100% success rate over a 6% withdrawal rate. But what if we can squeeze out even more? We talked about it up front, the state of the economy, increasing cost of living. And does anybody see us going backwards? Cost of employment, cost of creating items isn't going backwards. So more likely than not, these increases that we've experienced over the last couple of years are here to stay. So what we need to do is make clients' dollars go further. So that $100,000 on a 68-year-old client, yes, we could turn on that income with the Income Today rider after capturing that 30% bonus and provide a guaranteed annual lifetime income stream your client could never outlive of over a 6% withdrawal rate per year. But in that scenario, what we're doing is we're leaving those two additional 7.5% bonuses off the table. Right? The 7.5% bonus at the end of the first contract anniversary, 7.5% bonus at the end of the second anniversary. So instead of activating the rider immediately, what we do is take advantage of the ability to get up to 10% penalty free as soon as 30 days after issue as well. And that's what we're going to do to leverage or to provide income for the first 2 years. We're going to take a withdrawal of roughly 6.3, 6.4% and pull out that $6,327 the first 2 years. Now, why we do that, we're then going to replenish that withdrawal with those two additional 7.5% bonuses to the benefit base. Again, it's not a wash. It's not a dollar for dollar reduction, but we're helping offset that. We're deferring activating the rider in additional 2 years, meaning we're increasing the payout percentages. And you can see at the end of the second anniversary or 24th month, we then activate the rider and we lock in that $6,327. We have increased income almost 5% by taking advantage of the flexibility and that industry-leading Income Today bonus and allowing that client to capture the full 45% bonus that they're able to with the Nassau Personal Income Annuity Income Today. Can we do that with the Tomorrow Rider? 100% we can. Same type of scenario, 65-year-old client, $100,000 premium. This client is looking to take a withdrawal, but they don't necessarily need the top payout that the product can provide at this point. But they're concerned about inflationary coverage. They're concerned about rising cost of living. So what we do here is, again, we elect the Income Tomorrow rider because we have a little bit longer deferral. And we start after the first contract anniversary, we withdraw 5% or $5,000 for the next 2 years. Then we increase that withdrawal through up to 10% penalty free, up to 5.5%, then to 6.5%. Now, why we're doing that? Yes, our benefit base is being reduced proportionally by the withdrawal that's coming out. But we're also replenishing it with that industry-leading 14% Income Tomorrow simple roll-up. Now we're 7 years into the contract, client's age 72, we activate that rider, and you can see we lock in a guaranteed lifetime income of $6,364, again, guaranteed for life. Each of these two sales strategies, maximizing that income or flexibility of income, inflationary type protection that's already built in, is being done on a guaranteed basis through the strength of the Nassau Personal Income Annuity, Income Today, Income Tomorrow rider. Leverage the flexibility of this product, leverage the strength to, again, maximize the income needs that your client has. We talked about sort of the full comprehensive complete Nassau portfolio. One of the other things that we're seeing today is, again, a continued movement or growth in accumulation-based FIA products. Or as I'm going to use for today's environment, volatility buffer products. We're providing that link or that tie to an index, but we're also protecting against the downside. Nassau Growth Annuity, one of the leaders in the industry in terms of accumulation. High level, again, you see a product we issued through the max issue age of 85, up to $1 million, again, without prior home office approval. The strength of this product is in the flexibility and customization. You can see it's offered and built on both a 7 and 10 year surrender charge schedule, access to cash, access to up to 10% penalty free as soon as 30 days after issue, customization, both fee and no fee crediting strategies, as well as a return of premium or return of fee feature that's built into every single Nassau Growth Annuity contract. Which means if you or your client were to elect one of the enhanced participation rate strategies, and we go through an extended flat to down market, where that fee ended up chipping away at the principal and growth did not offset that fee. At the end of contract duration or at death, Nassau is going to true it up and make sure your client gets no less than the premium they put into the policy. So you have flexibility, customization, and peace of mind with the Nassau Growth Annuity. The real strength of this contract, though, is in the simplified, streamlined, diversified accumulation opportunity that you have. We're going to start you off by giving you the opportunity to allocate between two of the leading indexes in the marketplace today. S&P 500, sort of your blue chip, top companies in the industry today, as well as the Nasdaq-100, a pure Nasdaq index. Yes, higher volatility. Obviously, tech-based, so significantly higher upside potential as well. Last but not least, we take our run at volatility control indexes, and we do that with our unique Smart Passage Index, an index that's comprised of the 200 least volatile stocks inside of the S&P 500. The strength or the differentiator, though, with our vol control index is that it comes with a 16.5%, sorry, a 16.5, 16.5% volatility target. Compare that to the industry average of, say, 4 or 5%, and what you're doing with a higher vol target is giving that client more exposure to the index that we're tracking. Higher upside potential. Yes, with more exposure comes a little bit more risk, but remember, we're inside of an FIA product, and what we're trying to do is maximize that accumulation opportunity. Within each one of these three indices, you have the ability to do a 1-year or a 2-year reset, and you can do a base par rate, meaning no cap, no spread, no fee, or an enhanced par rate for 1% annual strategy fee. We're going to increase that par rate and really maximize that client's upside opportunity. Before we go into the current rates and whatnot on the product, though, I want to quickly talk a little bit about another optional rider. And we're seeing growth, or we're seeing more sales, more election of the optional riders with Nassau Growth Annuity. This is sort of that income alternative, that income hedge that you can do that's not a guarantee that you had with personal income annuity. With the growth annuity on the 10-year contract, you have the opportunity to elect between two different riders. First rider, amplified income. You can see low-cost rider, 25 basis points. For that 25 basis point fee, we're going to attach a benefit base that's going to grow at 150% of index credits. The amplified income plus rider, a little higher fee, 95 basis points. We're going to, again, attach a benefit base that grows at 150% of index credits. But in addition to that, there is going to be a 3% simple roll-up for up to 15 years or until the client activates the rider, whichever comes first. With both the amplified income and amplified income plus rider, you have the opportunity to offer this as a steady income stream, meaning once that client activates that rider, that income number is locked in, or a rising income opportunity, which what we're going to do is we're going to continue to grow the benefit base at 150% of index credits for up to 15 years. So this is your inflationary protection, your inflationary hedge, and you're doing it with a product. Yes, on a non-guaranteed basis, so different than personal income annuity, but with a product that has substantially higher crediting rates than you get with personal income annuity. You can see S&P par rates as high as 67%, or 1-year cap that sits at a very competitive 7%. Nasdaq, slightly lower par rates, but because of the increased volatility that you have with the index, higher return potential, even with those lower par rates, you're still seeing significant, substantial upside opportunity. And when you think about both S&P and Nasdaq being off their industry highs of around 25 by about 25%, you have a great opportunity to really get in with some of the top rates on these two indexes in the industry today. And then our vol control index, which offers up to 182% par rate. Now, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the screen in front of you. The returns are actually a little bit outdated. We had a rate increase August 1. I have not received the updated illustrations with the higher par rates. But you can see, even with the lower par rates, 1- and 2-year crediting strategies, the strength of that 51% par rate with the Nasdaq, the growth opportunity that you have inside of the FIA portfolio. And again, we talk about the industry environment that we're in today. This is a great time to really be talking about everything the FIA portfolio can provide. And with Nassau, we believe we have a great complete portfolio, whether you're focusing on income guarantees that you have with personal income annuity or higher upside opportunity with income alternatives through the 10% penalty-free withdrawal that you have with the Nassau growth annuity. I'm going to wrap up this part of the presentation by just giving you a couple sales concepts or ways that I have advisors using Nassau growth annuity. First and foremost, leverage what you know. You know, it used to be we really focused on vol control indices. In the last several years, we saw a significant amount of vol control indices being rolled out. We saw a substantial amount of premium being allocated to those strategies. And I'm not saying move away from those indexes, but I am saying, remember, S&P, Nasdaq, indices that clients are comfortable with, indexes that clients know, are substantially off their high. Think about allocating a portion of assets to those strategies. At the same time, income with a focus on control and accumulation. We talked about the strength of personal income annuity, the guarantees, the industry-leading benefit-based bonuses and roll-ups that product offers. But we have a lot of producers that are looking at Nassau growth annuity with one of the more competitive withdrawal rates of 10% penalty-free as soon as 30 days after issue as a way to maximize both accumulation and income opportunity with a flexible, customized income solution. Use the reset. And I put this out here because I've seen a significant growth in terms of overall allocations to 1-year strategies. Yes, we're getting in at reduced values right now, but there's a lot of volatility, there's a lot of uncertainty out there. So I'm having the conversation, seeing more producers use that 1-year annual reset, taking a little less in terms of par rate, but knowing now they have the ability to reallocate, almost like dollar cost averaging on an annual basis. Use that 1-year reset in scenarios where it makes sense to, again, allow you to be able to go back, have that client review, talk about where the industry sits today and what opportunities we have. And definitely don't forget vol control. The Smart Passage Index, unique differentiator with that 16.5% vol target, really gives that client higher upside opportunity than a lot of other vol control indices in the marketplace today. And when we look at alternative income solutions, I wanted to throw this sales strategy slide out there to just show you again ways that you can leverage the strength of the Nassau growth annuity, giving you options when you're talking with clients. Yes, we can do it on a guaranteed basis with personal income annuity, but here, $200,000 deposit into Nassau growth annuity, instead of having a rider fee, what we're going to do is take a 6.5% withdrawal starting at age 72. And you can see over in the gray the income opportunity that client potentially has. As high as up to roughly, $22,000, $23,000, and on the low end, roughly $17,000 in income. So is it consistent? No, it's going to be based on performance. But with those higher par rates that you get inside of growth annuity, it gives you this as an opportunity to hopefully capture and allocate more sales. I want to take the last 3 minutes of my time talking, and I appreciate everybody taking time, valuable time out of your day to learn about the great opportunities, the comprehensive, complete portfolio we offer at Nassau. One of the more popular, more consistent renewal sales products that we offer is the personal protection choice. Very similar to personal income annuity, up to 80 issue age, $1 million without prior home office approval. We offer the same income today, income tomorrow rider that you saw, up to 45% bonus with the today rider, 14% simple roll up with the tomorrow rider. The difference is if you compared income, the payout factors are slightly less with this product than they were with personal income annuity. But for taking that slightly reduced income, you then have the opportunity to attach our care protection benefit, a benefit that's going to increase the income your client is receiving from Nassau on a guaranteed basis by up to 250% if they were to go into a nursing home, by up to 175% if they're not able to fulfill 2 of 6 ADLs and need in-home care. And Nassau is going to pay this benefit directly to your client for up to 5 years as long as they continue to qualify, even if the account value is depleted to zero. Peace of mind, predictability on a guaranteed basis. We've elected our income time horizon of today or tomorrow. We have the opportunity to attach our care protection benefit. Last but not least, family protection rider, legacy. You elect the family protection rider, we're going to grow your client's premium at 10% simple through age 70, 5% simple 71 to 85 for a max of 10 years or until the client turns age 85, whichever comes first. At time of death, this family protection benefit would be paid in a 100% lump sum death benefit directly to the beneficiary. So with one premium inside of one product, you've covered an income need, critical care concerns, as well as legacy protection. And you have really no underwriting that you're typically used to with products that provide these types of benefits. If you're not familiar with Nassau Personal Protection Choice, call Marcus, call the great team at Insurance Agency Marketing, have them run an illustration for you to show you the great value and opportunity that you have with this product. Not only that, you have the same great streamlined, diversified accumulation strategy, leveraging S&P and Nasdaq, your two big, well-known indices, as well as the Smart Passage Vol Control Index. So great opportunity to, again, provide guarantees while also giving that client some upside in a principal protected environment. So to bring us full circle, and we've covered a ton today, you've learned about all the great opportunities that insurance agency marketing brings to the table, tools to help you grow your practice. But as Marcus mentioned multiple times, we have a very strong synergy between the two companies, looking at bringing value add, looking at helping you grow your business. Earlier this year, we increased the payout factors across the board on our Nassau Personal Income Annuity product to ensure that you're providing the highest level of guaranteed lifetime income for your client. We launched our commission special throughout the summer months, running through early September, to give you additional compensation on all product, all case size, in every single state. You're going to be able to put more money back into your pocket to help you market, or heck, to help you cover the cost of increased living that we're experiencing today. And by partnering with Nassau, with one of our valued partners, with one of our preferred partners, Insurance Agency Marketing, again, every piece of FIA business you submit will continue to qualify you towards Nassau Elite. Get only $1.75 million in FIA sales, compensation bonuses up to 75 basis points, dedicated concierge service both pre and post issue, as well as the opportunity to qualify to join us in the Cove in the Bahamas in April of 2023. So with that, again, thank you for your time. Thank you for everything you do in this industry to help protect clients and help them navigate through these unique market environment that we're in today. Thank you for partnering with Nassau through Insurance Agency Marketing. I appreciate the opportunity to earn your business. I appreciate your time today. But Marcus, I want to kick it back to you. Hopefully we've got a couple questions and we can wrap things up. But again, thank you for putting this together and for all you do for the industry as well.
I appreciate that, Jake. If you could bounce back to the number 40 slide, if you would.
Number 40, okay.
In the meantime, I'm going to launch a poll. If you want more information on the Life and Annuity Academy, let me know that. I'll follow up with you after the event this morning on the all expense paid Life and Annuity Academy we have coming up here in September the 14th through the 16th. I'll follow up and answer any additional questions you have on that. Again, we're going to be bringing in 4 of our top producers to that event to discuss their entire sales strategy on that. Go ahead and answer that for me. I'm going to go ahead and close that out, but I'm also going to launch a poll on the growth annuity and NASA. If you want more information on that one, please let me know, and I'll follow up with you after the event this morning on the growth annuity and NASA. But again, Jake, I do appreciate you taking time out this morning. I do have one question on the care benefit that always seems to pop up on our webinars, but care benefit out in California on the 9-year product. You want to cover that real quick?
Yeah, so the care benefit, I assume we're talking about the personal protection choice contract.
That's correct. Yeah.
In the state of California, personal protection choice is approved, but you only have the income or the family protection rider. Currently, the care benefit is not approved. We are actually, if you would have asked me a month ago, I would have said there's never going to be a time where we have that rider approved. We are actually going back with the state right now based on some other things that we've learned, and we are asking for approval and working through that process. Doesn't mean we're going to get it, but we are going to try and see if we can get that rider approved with the state of California, because right now that is why currently it is not available in California.
Okay. And I do have a couple of people out here asking if they can get a copy of the recording from you this morning.
Yeah, I'd be more than happy to. When we wrap things up a little shortly this morning, I can fire over a copy of the presentation to you, Marcus, and you can definitely distribute and follow up.
Okay. One thing I'd point out on this slide number 40 on the growth annuity, and I know that Jake, you did touch base on it. We do get a lot of questions on the growth annuity, and I know a number of you do get a number of different emails from different organizations and on different products out there, whether they're talking about caps at like 9% or 8% and participation up to 225%. I know I get a number of those different emails in on a daily basis. One thing I would point out is on the growth annuity, there are some key points on the growth annuity I like to point out is, number one, it does go up to issue ages of 85, which is important. Most older people are looking for an alternative to the growth side of that. But another point is, when you're looking at the roll up, the performance base at 150% for that quarter percentage on the rider fee, there's not a rider fee out there that there's very few rider fees out there that are a quarter percent. But when you look at the 150% growth, what would you say over the last 20 years, Jake, if we were looking at even the smart passage on the 2-year point to point, what's been the least return on that over the last, say, 20 years? What would you say?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at let's see here real quick, if you sort of from a ballpark perspective, the 2-year smart passage, I mean, you're looking worst 10-year period on the 2 years, roughly about 9%.
9%. So if you look at 9% and you get 150% of that, that's a tremendous return for a client on the amplified income rider at 150% growth. So, I mean, keep that in mind for that quarter percent. I don't think you could find a better income rider out there in the industry that does go up to age 85. If you want to add the amplified income plus rider, just keep in mind it is 95 basis points, but again, you get 3% on top of that. So now you're talking, around 15% as far as the income rider. So tremendous opportunity on the income side for your client. I don't know of any other better income rider out there. You can utilize and please call me if you do have a case in mind, because we can certainly customize that income rider by them taking free withdrawals in the early years, like Jake had talked about previously in this webinar, and then turning on income later if they'd like, to preserve some of the death benefit or accumulation value for death benefit. So, I mean, there's different ways we can certainly customize that plan for you. Anything else you'd like to add to that, Jake?
No, Mark. I think that it's. I said the great part is you have flexibility and options. With PIA, personal income annuity, you got some of the best guarantees out there in the industry, but there's so much that can be done with the strength of the amplified income plus rider that I think oftentimes get overlooked.
Mm-hmm.
But to your point, we can really customize those to show you the overall value. So
right. And one thing that really comes into play is NASA does offer on the personal income annuity and personal protection choice. They do offer what I call a one-pager. I don't know if you have a different name for that, Jake, but it is a very simplified one-page sheet that will show you what the payouts for the income today rider and income tomorrow rider would be for the client for all years. So you can certainly lay down that page in front of a client and show them what their payout would be at any age during the deferral years, which is a very simplified way of doing that. So please give me a call on that as well. Next webinar we hold with NASA, I'll try to print one of those off so I can show that to you. But I don't show any other questions at this point in time, Jake. I do appreciate your time and your partnership over the years with NASA, premier partner here at Insurance Agency Marketing Services. I do appreciate everyone taking time to listen in this morning. If you did get pulled away, I did copy that webinar this morning. Let me know and I can get you out a copy of the webinar from this morning and get you a copy of the slides if you want to take a look at that as well. So at this point in time, I'm going to wrap it up. I do appreciate everyone's time and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.